when I sat in with Guthrie Trapp the other night, I was pretty nervous before we went on. My hands were clammy. I wanted to have a beer to relax, but I was also afraid if I had a beer, then I would play worse, and I didn't want to do that. So I was just like kind of really in my own head. And then I thought about Mr. Rogers, who I watched a lot of when I was a kid, like a lot. And I remembered an episode where they went to the hospital for something. I can't remember what it was. And at that time, I was just about to get my tonsils out. So I was going to have to go to the hospital for the first time.
So this was ringing true.
Yeah. And he made it like the thing that I said to you, which is like, it's just part of the human experience. If I'm a little nervous or my hands are sweaty, or if I think maybe I can't really do this, I'm about to walk out on stage with a very serious guitar player. I don't really know the songs. I'd never met his bass player before. I knew his drummer. Playing into an amplifier I've never plugged into, no sound check, just walk out on stage, plug and play. Look out in the audience, a bunch of guitar players are out there. And I'm like, oh man. But I thought about Mr. Rogers, and he made that like going to the hospital thing. He didn't try to convince kids that it was going to be fun or easy, but just that it's part of being a person, and that a lot of being a person means just like taking a step forward and believing in yourself and believing in the humanity of other people, that something good will happen,
Yeah, there's kind of a Buddhist element to that, of like noticing the feeling. And, the Buddhists would say like not being attached to it, but that's a similar way of saying like this feeling is part of life. It's okay. It's welcome here too.
Yes.
It's not going to dictate what I do next, but I'm noticing it, and like, that's okay. You're here.
Yeah.
There's something so empowering about that.
Yeah.
So